Hello and welcome to Marathon Recon, a mile-by-mile preview of the 2018 LA Marathon. I'm Martise, the Run Faster coach, and today I have the wonderful privilege of running with Peg and Prince. Hi! Peg and Prince, they're running for Angel City Pitbull, so we're going to talk more about that and find all about Peg's running journey. She is a veteran on the LA Marathon, so she's going to give us some good advice, and let's get started. Yay! Okay, so mile 6 starts out on a hill, guys. So you're just coming out of downtown and you're running on a hill, and we're not going to get hit by this car. Okay, so you can't see Prince right now, but he's running ahead of us.
Yeah, he's leading the way.
He's leading us up this hill. He'll snip everything out for us. Anyway, okay, so we're running up the hill. So Peg, tell us about this part of the race. Like, what are your memories, some of your memories on this part of the race?
This is about when I'm starting to get settled in. I've done it 4 times already, so you know, this hill is not fun, but it's not as bad as the one at mile 4. So yeah, I'm just starting to get settled in, warmed up, and got a long journey ahead. But I actually really like this part because I know Echo Park is coming up, and that's a really pretty section.
Yeah, everybody wanted to sign up for this mile.
Yeah.
So you guys were the lucky ones to get it. Probably because of the cuteness factor of Prince.
And he's pulling us. He's doing all the work here.
Well, he's pulling you, not me.
Right, that's true.
Okay, so how many times have you run the LA Marathon?
4, so this will be number 5.
Wow, that's awesome.
All with Angel City Pitbulls.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
So tell us, what is Angel City Pitbulls?
So we are a nonprofit dedicated to creating a better lives for pit bulls here in Los Angeles. Obviously, a large portion of what we do is go into the shelters, meet pit bull dogs, which is a good chunk of the dogs that you see in the city shelters.
Okay, why is that?
Well, there's got a lot of things stacked up against them. One of the biggest hurdles is that it's really hard to find housing where you can have them. If you rent, a lot of places don't like big dogs, or they have breed restrictions, and and pit bulls are almost always at the top of that list.
Okay.
Insurance purposes, you know, it can be tough to get an insurance policy. So, you know, people will they'll get them, and then the landlord will say no, and they'll have to surrender them to the shelter. And it's getting more and more expensive to find housing where you can have them. So that's a lot of that, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. So tell us about Prince. Like, what's his story?
Prince has a really interesting story. See him there? He was networked to us by some volunteers. He was actually at the Pasadena Humane Shelter. And he was very, very, very sick. So sick that they saw some weird stuff on his x-rays. And they said, this dog has cancer. He's dying. The volunteers were like, we don't want him to die in the shelter, obviously. And one of the things that Angel City does is take in hospice dogs that, you know, aren't going to make it, but we want to make sure that they have a place to stay and, you know, really enjoyable time, whatever time they have left. So we took him in as a hospice dog. He was only supposed to be with me for about a week. I was not his hospice home.
Okay.
I had actually just gone through losing my very first pit bull. So, you know, we're like, yeah, we'll take him for a week, and then he can move into his hospice home. As soon as he got to us, he started acting much better. And lo and behold, he did not have cancer. He was not dying.
Okay.
Going this way.
Here, yeah.
And and interestingly, I looked on my Facebook memories today. Are we crossing?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is his 3-year adoptiversary today.
Oh, yay!
He signed the papers 3 years ago today.
Yay, Prince! As you can see, Prince is doing fine.
Yeah, he's totally happy. He's about 4 years old now. He's got a long life ahead of him. And he's happy. He just fit really well. I mean, my husband fell in love with him instantly. Fit into our home.
Aww.
So we're like, you know what? We were gonna wait a little bit longer before getting we already had one dog, but before getting a second dog. And he was too perfect. So he stayed.
Okay, so you never fostered a pit bull before. This is your first?
No, I fostered many pit bulls before him, but before him I had 2 dogs already, so I wasn't going to have a third, so there was almost always a third rotating foster.
Somebody saying happy anniversary, Prince.
Thank you.
Yay!
And we continue to foster.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
How many?
I do one at a time because
Okay.
I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. I can't really do much more than that.
Right.
But, you know, and it's sporadic. I'll take breaks from it because it can be not a lot of work, but it does get to be a lot of, and when you're in an apartment, you can't just let them into the yard. It's a lot of walking. So, yeah, so we just recently had a little dog who was recovering from knee surgery with us for a few weeks.
Okay.
And she's now in another foster home where she can get a little bit more attention because there's no other dogs there, even though she likes other dogs.
So does Prince run often?
He hikes more than he runs.
Okay.
He is not a distance runner. He
Okay.
can run a mile to 3 maybe, and he can do more than that. He just gets bored.
Okay.
He starts.
I don't know, he looks pretty interested right now.
Yeah, he gets a little too slow for me. I'm like, come on, buddy, let's go, let's go.
Peg's kind of fast, guys.
But my other dog is the runner. She used to go up to 20 miles with me. She's getting older now, so.
In general, are pit bulls runners or not so much?
It depends. You know, there's such a wide variety. Pit bull is such a generic term that you'll see pit bulls that are little tiny 30-pound, short, stocky, short-legged dogs, and then you'll see guys like him who are a little bit more long and lean. He's actually built more for running, but a lot of them aren't. A lot of them get too hot, get overheated. But then some are, really athletic and can handle up to 20 miles. It's as I was starting to say, it's a very generic term. It doesn't really mean a specific breed at this point. It encompasses a number of pure breed dogs, like the American Staffordshire Terrier, the American Pit Bull Terrier, sometimes the American Bulldog, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier. And then it's mainly used to describe, sorry, I don't want to trip you, to describe mixed breed dogs that look like him, have a blocky head, short coat, muscular body. And that's why you see so many dogs in the shelters labeled as pit bulls. Because they're all different. They're all very different, but they have these characteristics. And they say, oh, that's a pit bull. But then they also, when they say that's a pit bull, they have, certain expectations of their behavior slapped on them as well. But they're all
tell us about that, because there's definitely a stigma when it comes to pit bulls. So can you tell us about that, and then tell us how valid or invalid that is?
It's just like with any dog and any person. Every dog is an individual. So you can't look at a dog and say, this dog is going to act a certain way. This dog is not going to like other dogs. This dog is not going to like cats. We have pit bulls who are great with other dogs, with cats, with rabbits even. And then we have some that just want to be their own. They want to be on their own. They might have 1 or 2 dog friends. They're just a little bit more selective. But it's something that you learn over time, and you're going to find that not just with
yeah, we're gonna get the button.
Not just with pit bulls, but with any breed of dog. That's true. They have a reputation of being mean to other dogs, and it's weird is that they have a reputation of being aggressive towards people.
And we passed a few people already, guys, and you didn't even hear a peep out of Prince.
And and most of them are not. They may, some of them may have backgrounds where something bad happened to them, and they're a little leery of men, maybe. But again, true with just about any dog. And you'll hear people, but it's funny. You hear the opposite end of the spectrum too. We hear a lot of stereotypes like, oh, they're keep going. They're nanny dogs. They're great with kids. Again, not always true. Some are, some aren't. And so it's important to not paint them with any brush, And just meet the dog and experience who they are.
Cool. Well, so far he's being a good boy.
Yeah,
we just passed like another dog, and he's like la la la.
Yeah.
And now we're at Echo Park,
Woo.
the beautiful lake that they recently redid. So we're gonna be turning down Glendale Boulevard.
But we got here so fast.
I know. So we're gonna turn
Stay on the sidewalk.
Yeah, stay on the sidewalk. Right here. Okay,
Sorry.
excuse me, friends.
Sorry, it's a little narrow. It's gonna be tricky with
Yeah, it's a little narrow right here. So, anyway, well, that's so cool. I was so excited to have you guys on because I'm very aware of the stigma on pit bulls. And so it's like I wanted to kind of get a real opinion on really what's going on, because people are scared of things they don't understand.
Right.
And unfortunately, you just hear about the bad stories.
Right. And it's happened to me several times where, especially with my previous dog, who he was a therapy dog. He used to go to schools, and kids would read to him. It was like an incentive for them to learn how to read. It was an amazing dog. And sometimes people would come out, oh my gosh, and they'd start petting him. What kind of dog is this? He's a pit bull. And then you'd see this look, and they'd get scared.
Right.
I'm like, but he's not doing anything to you. And then they would relax and say, oh my gosh, I didn't know. This isn't what I thought a pit bull was.
Right.
I'm like, well, it is,
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that, we try to do. We do pack walks or pack hikes in Griffith Park twice a month. And it's for our foster dogs to get out and enjoy being outside, but it's also so people can see us.
Right.
And see that we can have this group of 30, 40 dogs just wandering, on leash, obviously.
Right.
But all together, not causing any problems.
Right.
Being totally cool. People can come up to them and say hi to them, and they're fine. And we want people to learn that that's more often the case than all these stories that you hear in the media.
Yeah. And then does exercise help kind of get rid of some of their pent up?
It can, especially if you've got a more active dog, a dog that wants.
Right. Just the dogs in general, like fitness is a good thing.
Yes, absolutely. And keeping their weight down for sure. Like that, keeps them mentally stimulated, keeps them physical, just like with us. Keeps them happy.
Right. They like to sniff everything.
Yeah, they do.
But Prince is being really good. He's totally like leading us right now.
And you
can see the beautiful park here.
Dog down there.
Lake.
And he's pretty much a couch potato at
Oh,
home.
really?
Yeah, once we get home, he's just like, My other dog is 8. She's the one that's, usually trying to play. And he's like, I just want a nap. He can do this, and then he can do that, too.
Right. Oh, such a good life.
He's very balanced.
Okay, well, we're almost at the end of mile 6 already. Can you believe that? Prince, you did such a good job.
I did.
So, hey, please leave us with some words of wisdom for those who may be running the LA Marathon for the first time.
Yeah. My thoughts, my advice would be to just relax and enjoy it, Don't go out too fast, obviously.
Right.
But just enjoy yourself. Take in the sights and sounds. Don't feel like, if it's your first time, don't feel like you have to go at a certain pace or, break any records. Just finish. Just finish, walk through the water stops, and, breathe and enjoy it all.
Beautiful.
It's a great course. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, and Prince, say hi.
He's like, I'm going to kiss you. Do you want to be kissed? I'll kiss you.
So,
give me a kiss?
So also give us some words of advice for people who are thinking about getting a dog to run with.
Absolutely. So you want to obviously look for a dog that's got a lot of energy, but is also, able to kind of focus and not be all over the place, because that's not fun if you've got a dog that's just running all over the place. A lot of them like to take off and sprint and then they die, which is kind of him. Although he did great today.
Yeah.
But yeah, just and a dog that's got like a slightly, like his nose is pretty good. If you don't want to get one of those short-nosed dogs, they can't breathe.
Okay.
A dog that can tolerate the heat pretty well, especially here in LA.
Right.
Unless you're willing to run at like 4 in the morning.
Right.
It gets hot even in the winter.
So how can you resist this cute face? Pit bulls are cutie pies.
We got like 40 of them right now, just like him. Well,
yeah,
he's
so sweet. See? Well, thank you so much, Peg and Prince, for joining us on mile 6 today. We're so happy to have you. And for any of you who have any questions about mile 6 or any other aspect of the LA Marathon race, please go to greenrunnerla.com. And until next time, keep running, everybody. We'll see you on mile 7. Yay, friends!